Good evening. We're going to be reading from the book of Zephaniah, and we're going to start in chapter 2, reading at verse 1. It says, "Gather yourselves together. Yes, gather yourself together, O nation or people not desired. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of Yahuwah comes upon you, before the day of Yahuwah's anger comes upon you. Seek Yahuwah, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be that you might be hid in the day of Yahuwah's anger." I want to share with you about the period time frame called or referred to as the tribulation period. The actual time frame is referred to scripturally as Jacob's trouble, or Jacob's trouble, or actually Israel's trouble. This was, Jacob's name was changed to Yasharel or Jacob, and but this is also referred to as Daniel's 70th week. This is the last 7 years of the time frame that Yahuwah will be dealing with the nation of Yasharel and bringing them to a point of repentance, a point of their recognition of the Messiah, the Mashiach. And it's also a time frame that Yahuwah is going to judge the nations of the earth. It's a time frame where the sinners will be removed from the earth. And so we're going to share some verses. In these ones that we just read, it talks about that if it's a warning to all people that if they would seek Yahuwah, and that they would seek his with meekness and his righteousness. Now again, the righteousness of Yahuwah is attained through faith in the Mashiach. We're not saved by works of righteousness that we do, but it's according to his mercy that he saved us. And it's his righteousness that is what counts as far as you being accepted by our Father, by recognizing who the Messiah is, putting your faith and trust in him, and choosing to believe on him whom he has sent. And this is how you attain unto righteousness. But he tells us here that if we do these things, that it may be that we might be hid in the day of Yahuwah's anger. And I can tell you this, that you definitely want not to be here during this time frame. It's going to be a terrible time upon the earth. In fact, let me just go back over to in the book of Isaiah or Yashayahu, chapter 13, and let me read a few verses here talking about this time frame. Starting at verse 6 of chapter 13, it says, "Howl ye, for the day of Yahuwah is here. It shall come as destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. They shall be afraid. Pains and sorrow shall take hold of them, and they shall be in pain as a woman that travails. They shall be amazed at one another, and their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of Yahuwah cometh, cruel, both wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in its going, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, in the wrath of Yahuwah of Shabbat, and in the day of his fierce anger. This is definitely talking about the time frame that's to come, and I believe we're on the very edge of this as I speak. But the good news is that if you are part of the church, i.e., if you're part of if you're born again of the Ruach Hakodesh, whether you be a Jew or Gentile, if you have put your faith in the Messiah, then you and I will not have to go through this time frame. The scriptures declares that we have not been appointed to Yahuwah's wrath, but to attain salvation through Yahusha HaMashiach. That's the good news. So we're going to stop here on this segment, and we'll pick up on our next session. And please listen in and share this with your friends, especially with those that need to know that we're on the very edge of the coming of the Mashiach, the Messiah. Thank you for your time this afternoon. Shalom.